Good morning, Cowboys, and happy Friday. My name is Kat Gonzalez, and I will be your host for this edition of Canyon News Network. On today's show, we'll take a look at what's trending this week, touch on school news, and take a deeper look at the current situation in Armenia. Today is Friday, October 16th, and Canyon News Network starts right now.
Good morning, Cowboys. I'm Riley DeLeon.
My name is Keisha Stewart.
I'm Kat Gonzalez.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Cadence.
I'm Ava.
I'm Patrick.
And Canyon News Network starts right now.
Welcome back. AP students, remember that the time to purchase AP tests has already started and will run until November 2nd. You must purchase your tests through total registration. The link is available on the Canyon High website. Please email Mrs. Perez with any questions. Remember that Makeup Picture Day is right around the corner. In order to be included in the yearbook and have a school ID, all students who have not come by to take their school pictures must come to campus on October 20th from 4 to 7 p.m. See the screen for the route of entry. Students must have an admission ticket ready to drop off. An admission ticket will be provided at the door if needed. Spooky season is upon us, and for this week's trivia, we want to know, what was candy corn originally called? A. Corn dots, B. Chicken feet, C. Chewy teeth, or D. Candy cob? Head over to our Instagram stories at CHS News Network and tell us what you think. Sometimes it feels like we can't quite catch up with everything that's happening around us. Let's toss it over to Woody to fill us in on what's trending this week.
Hey Cowboys, I'm Woodrow Turner, and I'm here to catch you up on what was trending this week.
First off, it's voting time. If you're eligible to vote and you're 18 or older, register to vote and then go out and vote. Next, we have something that not a lot of people are excited about. PlayStation came out with a new update for their gaming consoles, where private voice chats are now monitored and recorded. There's a lot of conspiracies and memes that are circulating throughout social media, and it seems that people are concerned for their privacy. Since we're on the topic of games, a new multiplayer game called Phasmophobia was just released September 18, 2020. It's an online ghost hunter virtual reality game, and me and my friends have been playing it, and it definitely can bring out some screams. Next up, Apple has came out with a release date for the iPhone 12. And the pre-order is now available on their website. Their website also shows the new specs and information about the phone.
That's all for me. Now back to you, Kat.
Thanks, Woody. Here at Canyon News Network, we are committed to producing both pertinent and newsworthy information to our viewers of Canyon High School. Let's send it over to Ryan to break down the current situation in Armenia.
Many of us may have noticed the presence of Armenian flags in the community recently, or have heard of local protests. But what are the purpose of these protests, and what is the current situation in Armenia? Today we want to dive deeper into this topic and shed some light for students. First, some background. Recently, another conflict has erupted between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the control of Nagorno-Karabakh. Nagorno-Karabakh is a stretch of land around the size of Delaware with the de facto government called the Republic of Artsakh. It is recognized officially as being part of Azerbaijan but has a majority ethnic Armenian population who back the Armenian government. The situation has been tense since 1994 when the former Soviet territories had a bloody 6-year war which saw the deaths of around 30,000 soldiers and civilians and ended in a ceasefire. There have been other small outbreaks of violence since 1994, but none that have lasted as long as this latest example. In the last 2 weeks, both countries accused each other of unprovoked attacks, including the bombing of Nagorno-Karabakh by the Azerbaijan military. Even more controversy, though, comes in the form of Turkey. Turkey and Armenia have historically always been hostile towards each other. Most famously in the Armenian genocide, which took place during and after World War I, where under Ottoman rule, the Turks systematically murdered approximately 1.5 million Armenians. And now, once again, Turkey and Armenia are in conflict. Allegedly, Turkish F-16s were spotted on Azeri runways, as well as Syrian mercenary fighters who were paid by Turkey to fight on the behalf of the Azerbaijan government. JJ Akopian, an LA-based Armenian photographer with nearly 70,000 followers, believes that social media plays an important role in understanding this conflict.
Yeah, I think social media is going to be the best place to find the actual truth. I personally have used my basically social media platforms to spread the awareness, to let the non-Armenians on our following base to know what's going on in our country, in our homeland.
JJ not only uses social media but also helps organize some of the local protests and helps collect donations for nonprofits.
We collect donations. We started doing street donations. A couple of the ones that I've joined, we've done almost $300,000 within the past 2-3 days.
A safe and reliable way to donate is by going on armeniafund.org. Armenia Fund is based in Los Angeles and was founded in 1994. They aid with projects in public health, water infrastructure, housing development, as well as many other humanitarian aids.
Keep it peaceful at all times, but our voices need to be heard. So,
Armenian Canyon High School student Alicia Cholchi has attended a local protest and is happy with what these protests say about the Armenian people.
We could not see the end of the protest line because there were just so many people. Really am proud of my Armenian community, and it just shows that our strength is not in our numbers, it's in our unity.
Thousands of people have gone to protest and continue to demand support from the rest of the world. With all this being said, there has been progress made. Throughout this last week, a ceasefire has been agreed to by the two countries. Even though it is barely respected, it could pave the way for even more formal peace negotiations. To learn more about this current situation, you can go onto news sites like Vox and Politico for a more detailed explanation in history. Reporting for Canyon News Network, I'm Ryan Maijima. Now back to you, Kat.
Thank you, Ryan. For any student or parent needing mental health support or emotional support, please reach out to our Caring for Cowboys Wellness Center and schedule a private appointment on their website. Remember that the first quarter grades are due today. If you need to reach out to your teacher outside of class, please visit the link found on the Canyon High website to see their office hours. That's all for today's show. Be sure to submit your vote for this week's trivia on our Instagram stories at CHS News Network. Have a great weekend, Cowboys.